Hello, this is Kate, and this is the Ordinary Earth song. I'm supposed to be working right now, but was called to do something a bit different. Just uploaded my Soul Families video, and I'm supposed to be working, and I just can't. It's just, I'm just not in the headspace, and it's not one. But anyway, I'm more in the headspace to do this right now. So I'm doing this in hopes that it will free me up to do some work, I guess, because I just find it so. My work's okay, isn't it? It is what it is. I can't complain. I've got a job, and it's a good job, and it's with a company that I love, and I really can't complain about anything. I love the people I work with. I love the company. It just doesn't feel like me anymore. It feels like I've stepped beyond, which is really odd. It's a really odd feeling. I have had this feeling before, but this is the most I have felt it. It's like I don't even want to look for another job because I don't want to work in an office anymore. What I want is freedom. What I want is my freedom to do the thing that I am being called to do, and right now I'm being called to do this, so I'm doing it, rightly or wrongly. Does that make me a bad person? I have no idea. Right now, I'm just cracking on. It's a Friday. It's quiet. Hopefully no one's going to be trying to contact me. If they do, I'm going to have to do some quick talking. We'll see. But anyway, I wanted to try something different. This is something I used to do when I was a kid. No, not in a book this big, but literally when I was a teenager, I would sit and draw and write out spider graphs, sort of connecting the dots with everything. It was just something that just kept coming. And I had books and books and books of it, and I have no idea where they are now. They're gone, which is a real shame. But it's something in my past that kind of helped me piece things together. And I feel like I'm on the edge of needing to piece something together, and I can't quite work out what it is. What's happening right now is that there's an overwhelming plethora of ideas that are swimming in my head, and it feels like, because I'm doing these recordings now, I have other people to share with and other people to have a message with, and I guess what I possibly have been missing is having that conduit to have a message for anybody other than myself. I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and it's an ongoing process. It will never stop, thank goodness, because it's a great process. I love it. I embrace it all the time, and I'm guessing that I feel called to help other people embrace that for themselves as well. And I've got a feeling that a lot of people that would come to these types of videos would be in the process of self-development, change, just being open, and kind of exploring the world around them. But I still wanted to do this, so I am doing it. First thing first, though, is I need a topic. Okay, the topic that's just come to mind is who are we? So I'm just going to write that. Who are we? Mind my handwriting. As I've mentioned before, I have MS, and it can make my handwriting a little bit dodgy. So I'll try to make it as clear as possible. There are moments though where I just I lose control of my hand. So who are we? As individuals, as a collective. Okay, first things first that's popping into my head here is that we are human. Does that say human? I mean, it does in my head. You know, it's a loose. So I was just trying to draw a stick figure, because then, you know, that can be a little human person. Okay, so we are humans. So I'm just going to let this take me wherever it goes. And at the moment, it is going to. Humans are spirit. In a 3D reality. And in this 3D reality, we experience. Oh my goodness, too many. Let's see, this is not good already. Experience. And we experience all sorts of things, right? We experience emotions and feelings. We experience time and space. We experience duality. So that would be the good and the bad. See what I mean about my handwriting? What else do we experience? We experience forgetting. Oh my goodness. Who we are. Through programming. I'm hoping you can tell that says programming. There's this little thing here, and I don't know, it says P, it's like, it's divided. It's divided to programming. Programming. I just want to do that. That's it. I want to do that there. I used to have a thing about spirals. I used to have a thing about this. This continuous loop of experience. This for me was the symbol of experience. We would have our ups and we'd have our downs, and we'd have our ups and we'd have our downs, and then we'd have these meeting points. And this is like spirit, human, spirit, human, spirit, human. And it's, I don't know, there's something about that in this. Who are we? Because this is part of what we're experiencing. I'll draw a little arrow there. So we experience, and we experience through forgetting who we are, and we forget that we are spirit. We forget that we are connected to everything. So if we are spirit and we have this underlying truth about ourselves all the time, so this is always here. This isn't always here. This human being that we are is temporary. And it is only for the duration of life on Earth. Our one specific life on Earth that we're having right now. But there can be incarnations. So, and because there's incarnations, there's memory. Does this life produce memory of experience? This says memory. I promise you. Memory. I'm not sure it's any better. But I've written it twice now. That's important then. Because we have this ability to forget who we are. Programming overrides. Does it override? This is completely messy. Override. Substitutes. It substitutes what we know about ourselves. It substitutes and it overrides what we know about ourselves. It substitutes and overrides the spirit that underlies everything of who we are. So it substitutes and overrides, substitutes and overrides. And therefore it becomes predominant. And this becomes more of who we are. Within this temporary experience. Who we are. But this is also a choice. I'm sorry, I'm channeling this. This is a choice. Who we are is a choice. And we need to be aware. If we are aware that we have a choice, then we can be free to make a choice, stroke, decision. And the more aware we are, we have more options as to what decisions we make. And as we have more options, we have more freedom to explore there's more options, more freedom. And I'm just being drawn back to this image here because I'm seeing this as kind of, we're programmed, we live our lives, we get overwhelmed, we go through crisis, we drop into I don't know if that's right. Is that right? Is that what you're saying? No. Okay, new page. Should I do it on the back? I've got... experience. We come in as human, and what overrides our spirit and our whole self is the experience of being human. So that is society, culture, expectations. These are all learnt behaviours and desire to fit in and survive, because that is one of the key things. And we are taught at school, by our families, and friends, to be what is acceptable. I almost wrote acceptable, but it's acceptable, isn't it? So the experience of being human. So when we come in as a baby, we are more aligned to spirit, or our whole selves, because we're closer to the energy of that, and we haven't been taught anything. We are a blank slate in regards to what it means to be human at that point in time. It's a point in time. I'm just gonna... This little solid baby comes in, and they are a blank slate in this point in time. And then we learn the experience of being human, which entails all this stuff over here. So how do we get back to this? How do we get back to our whole self? I was going to say knowing. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to put that in a triangle, because that seems relevant somehow. And I want to do this as well. This feels like the 3 points. Energy. Matter. Space and time. Energy, space and time. What's this one then? Chi. No, that's energy, surely. That's chi. . This is space and time. So this is actually Mother Earth. Because that's where we exist, right? That's the energy of Mother Earth. This is all energy, by the way. Oh, maybe that's what you meant. This is all energy regardless. It's just that this makes it 3D. 3D and dense, slow energy. This is ether, underlying engine. So this is consciousness, is it? Okay, consciousness. It's awareness, creation, stimulation, anything else? I mean, okay. So this is consciousness, which is awareness, creation, stimulation. I'm feeling like stimulation is it the stimulation of these two elements, which create, and we choose this, by choosing the stimulation, we are demonstrating consciousness and awareness. Wow, okay, cool. So stimulation is from stimulating ether, let's call it, and Mother Earth 3D energy, which creates, and we can only do this if you are conscious and aware. So I've got those slightly the wrong way around. Never mind. Okay, wow. Okay, fantastic. So how do we get back to our whole self? We recognise that we're going through this process of being a 3D human, and that we can make choices, which is what we're talking about in another page. We can make choices. We can always make choices. And whatever we've learnt is acceptable. Whatever is over here, this is all human concept. Born from historical events, beliefs, control, survival, wow. But, okay, we don't have to. This isn't something we have to. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. Because the underlying fundamental part of us that we've forgotten is spirit. Is the whole of ourselves. How much of that do we listen to? So we don't have to do this. we can make a choice. And we can make a choice to open up to other possibilities. How do we do that? I feel like I'm wasting paper, but I'm not, I promise, because this is a record. This is a really good record. And it's my pad, and I can do what I want with it. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. How do we do that? How do we become less human, less entwined in humanness? Is that a word? I don't even know if I'm going to read that back. Humanness. Less entwined in humanness. It's still there, it's not going to go away, but we don't have to be as entwined, we don't have to be as invested, less invested in human concepts, especially the ones that don't make sense anymore. I mean, yeah. Less entwined in humanness, less invested in human concepts. So if we become less invested and less entwined, we create space within ourselves, within our field of existence, within field of existence. And as we create space, this allows opportunities for higher knowing, to come in. As we empty the humanness, we allow space for the fill-up of something else, that other side of us, that other part of ourselves that we haven't noticed before, or didn't know was there before, or knew was there but didn't know how to connect with. But the more we connect with it, the more we fill up with it, the more we fill up, the more we listen, the more we can hear. The more we trust and resonate, the more we seek. Oh, I've got two E's there. The more we seek, the more we find. What speaks to our soul knowing? What is authentic? Which means honest. honesty and the more authentic we become, we resonate more clearly with whole self. How exciting and how wonderful. Because this is the point where we can start really figuring ourselves out. This is when we can start discovering who we truly are. The more we discover that, the more, oh really? The more aware we become, the more conscious, the more we stimulate, and the more we can create. In resonance with everything. Because we are connected. Create space. As I say that, I'm drawing a box around it. I don't want to draw a box around it. I want the box to be a real kind of... I don't want it there. Why did I put a box around it? Create space. Create space within yourself by removing and being less entwined and less invested in humanness and human concepts. And that's across the board. That's all human concepts. Everything. Less invested, less entwined. Find space. Start listening to that voice within. That voice within is your whole self. It's your whole self. Hello, whole self. Hi. And I don't know, that those aren't eyebrows, that's hair, by the way. I don't know why I've given them... Oh, now they've got hair coming out of their eye. So that went disastrously wrong, didn't it? Goodness me. What are you turning into here? I don't know what's happening to your face. Is this you? Is this you really? You're going to be some form of... Oh, it's terrifying. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that specific drawing because I don't know why that happened really. Looks like I say that and then I'm going to go back. It looks like... Okay, now I'm being encouraged. Okay. Got little ears. little chubby cheeks. Look at that cute little... Cute. Very cute. Okay. Okay, fine. But this is about creating space within yourself. And you can only do that if you let go of some things. And the things you need to let go of are the things that you've learned in humanity. And what, you know, just let go one thing, I guess. It can be the smallest things, right? Let go of a need to be right. Because all of this actually all of this is labels. What the does that say? Labels. We love labelling things. And as soon as it's labelled, we give it a definition. We assign it right and wrong. We limit it. To just those things. So we need to remove some labels, make some space, and as we make space, we create opportunity for our whole self to come in and share. And the more we allow that space to grow and allow them to come in and share, the more we are able to hear what they're saying and what they're sharing with us, which is a beautiful thing. Because that's who we are. And genuinely, we are, that's who we are. That's who we were before we came here. It's who we'll be after we came here. And it is actually who we are now, here, right now. We just don't remember it. And by creating space within ourselves, we allow the opportunity for that cup to fill up more and more. With light, with who we are. We just have to let the humanness seep out the bottom a little bit. Now, does that look like a cup doing a poo? Who knows? Anyway, I wanted to do something a bit different, and this was a bit different. And it got it off my chest because I'm supposed to be working right now and I'm not, and I've been doing this, and this has been great because I think this is a message that needed to come out, and it's come out in a few of my messages recently, in that I guess it's about what we are actually doing, when we are exploring ourselves. What are we actually doing when we are spiritually awakening? What is actually happening? Because it can be one of those, I don't know, it's felt really solid for me recently, really solid to the max, that I am not this human body. This is just who I am in this time, in this space. This is temporary. And because it's temporary, we can do what we want with it. And I can guarantee you, we can do what we want with it. I want to demonstrate that. I'm just going to get my pendulum. So I'm hoping this actually confirms what I just said, which would be nice. Okay. Can make sure I'm settled before I start. Okay, cool. Hi. Is this Mother Earth? Hello. Oh. Sorry, I wanted to call her my lovely. I call everyone my lovely, and she's just like, that's a lovely thing. Oh, that's lovely. Sorry. Okay, cool. Sorry, could you show... I'm so English, aren't I? Sorry. Could you please just very quickly show me a no, just to confirm that you're making that happen? Please. Thank you. Did you like this style of doing channeling I did too. It's something I've not done for a really long time, and it's just curious. Did we used to do that together back in the day? I just didn't know it was you. And okay, I know there's other beings there that were also communicating as well, weren't there? Can I just ask, was Amitiel one of those? Amitiel was my guardian angel. Angel of truth. Virtual hugs. What was I going to ask? So in this reading, we've talked about becoming more able to create space within ourselves so that it can be, because all that stuff we've learnt as a human being, all of that is programming, right? And it's overridden who we truly are, and we've forgotten who we truly are. Are we able to remember who we truly are? And can we do that by creating space within ourselves to allow that to come in? And in that process, are we creating more awareness, which in turn creates consciousness? Or is consciousness from awareness? Is awareness consciousness? Philosophical question, maybe? And this stimulates the creation of the universe, and in turn that creates... Okay, thank you. Oh, and just quickly, when we say it creates, does that mean it's drawing from just your energy? Is that while we're on Earth, it creates from your energy? Does it also create from the ether and the chi? And they're combined. So every creation is a stimulation of consciousness. And that consciousness stimulates the creation through your energy and ether combined. Thank you. And has this drawn... Okay, sorry, do you mind stopping just so we can start? Thank you. In this existence as humans, have we drawn more things out of all that is to bring them into the light of creation? And have we been able to do that because we don't remember who we are and that we're connected? Okay. Do you mind stopping again, please? Have we as humans been able to draw out of all that is, the good and the bad, and nobody else can really do that? But we can do that because we've forgotten who we are and that we are connected. So in all aspects then, humanity really has helped bring to light the possibilities of that's in creation, the dark and the light, where that isn't really possible in many other places or any other places. But we can come back to ourselves whilst in these incarnations. My hand is shaking like a leaf. I'm going to have to stop in a minute. Okay, thank you. my hand has just suddenly started shaking. Okay, thank you for stopping. My head feels like it's going to explode. 1 second, this is really weird. This happened on New Year's. I was holding a crystal and my hands just started shaking like this. We're at 48 minutes. Okay. Quick crystal reading. Oh my goodness, which one? Which one? Oh really? Cool. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. I am going to use my Super 7. So this is Multiply and this is Vivianite, but this is Super 7, and it spoke to me. It was one of the first crystals that I really connected with. So 1 sec. The light is rising higher. It resonates and it pulses. It tickles the ether with its abundant thrum. Of aggressive creation that's stimulated from those that do not know. They have created the opportunity to become one with all aspects of the all that is. And they have done this in ignorance and outside of bliss. The energy that underlies the universe and all that things exist is a state of bliss. And for it to know everything it's capable of, we are here and we experience and we create in ignorance and outside of bliss. This is all energy at different thrumming beats that dances through the skies of the universe to the rhythm of what is. We can choose, there's always choice, there's always the ability to know. You're never alone, you're always here, your spirit is with you now. You can know, you can hear, you can trust and touch. It's within your heart, it's within your head, it's within your toenails and your hair. It's within the earth, it's within the animals, the wind, the trees, the plants, the seas, the fish, the skies, the birds, the planets, the suns, the nebulas. It's within Blimey. Okay. Good grief. Sorry, my head is spinning. That was weird. Awesome. I mean, that was... Thank you. I really... Thank you very much. Oh... I want to cry. I'm going to start crying. Oh... What the hell? Oh... Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay. Thank you. Oh. Sorry. Feels like my heart just grew about 10 feet more. Oh, okay, look, I need to go. Oh, take a breath. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.